All right. So we are recapping. This is Kyle, aka Marshall, and we have with us Kirkle from NPC
Hello.
Warriors,
I'm Kirkle.
and we're recapping the war that we just did. We haven't been doing great in war, but we won. Yay! So that was good. It's the second war that we've had since I took over leader. We had a pretty good turnout. We actually didn't have too bad on the, as far as people not attacking. How many attacks did we miss? 20.
Go to my team. That'll tell us, won't it?
Well, we used
26 attacks used. There it
Right,
is.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we lost 4 attacks.
That's not bad. Not great, but not
No,
bad.
Not bad.
Especially since Daniel didn't attack at all, which was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're going to look at the war events. And let's see. Let's just look at the map first, I guess, right?
Sure.
So here's the map. And this is our team. And we start with the Town Hall 8. We had Town Hall 8, Town Hall 8, Town Hall 8, all the way up through Ruckus. And we had, so that's 5 Town Hall 8s, 3,
6.
6. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Town Hall 9s, 2 Town Hall 10, or 1 Town Hall 10, and 2 Town Hall 11s. Sort of. So,
Yeah, I'm sort of a Town Hall 10. I do have a Town Hall 10, but the only Town Hall 10 buildings I've got are the collectors, so
but that's
it's
good.
pretty much a Town Hall 9. And I guess I've got walls, too. I've been working on walls, and today I built the new traps, the new bomb and air bomb and skeleton bomb, or skeleton defense thing. And, okay, so you pulled up my base. I just threw this base together. It's like a random base, doesn't follow any pattern. It's not excellent by any means, and it's just everything kind of thrown around. And the idea was that it wouldn't be something the enemy would have ever seen before. It would be a little bit, it would take more thought to decide how to approach it. And I got 3-starred by a Town Hall 11 last war. 2 wars ago. This last one, I got 2-starred by 9 or a 10. I think it was. I can't remember.
Yep. I think he was a 9.
Yeah, okay. So it's not like excellent, but it's like he used 4 earthquake spells on it in that little patch with the wizard tower and the mortar on the bottom right. Yeah, he busted that shit open and came right in.
Yeah, he walked
So
right in.
It could definitely. It's going to get redesigned. It was just something I threw together and figured would be a difficult 3-star for a Town Hall 9 or 10.
Yeah, I think it did good.
is.
I think it did good. I wouldn't complain about it at all. Just you got this so we basically would call this more of a Town Hall 9.5, and that's a good strategy. I mean, from a leadership perspective, I would suggest that you keep it Town Hall 9.5 until you really get some of these Town Hall 10 upgrades in, and then you do your Inferno Towers kind of last.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I am doing. I have my, so far, I made the collectors first because I wasn't playing much and I was just opening the collectors and spending the money on walls or whatever. But now I'm kind of back into it and back into wars and everything.
Yep.
So, I'm going to do all the elixir upgrades. I have my spell factory finishing in 2 days, and the spell factory is going to be important. It's kind of like,
Oh, it's huge.
I know the army camps. Yeah, army camps are like my favorite thing to upgrade first, but the spell factory will provide like another spell, and I do need another spell to kill or freeze infernos. So if I have to go up against Town Hall 10s, I need that. So then, what would you upgrade? Army camps or lab stuff? If I upgrade the lab, then I can start getting the dark elixir upgrades, like for golems and stuff.
Well, yeah. Okay. You and I are in a similar situation because I have a very similar base to this. My walls aren't as good, obviously, but I've got pretty much every upgrade you have. So what I did was I did my clan castle, I did my spell factory, and then I did my what's the other one? My laboratory. That's the first 3 I did. and I just popped my first army camp. So the next 3 I'm going to do are army camps. Because there's such a long upgrade. It's 14 days.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. So you start it, and it's 7 million or something, or 6.5 or 7.5.
6.75.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So you almost max out your elixir, and in this game, the way that it is today, you know, it's really hard to keep that. I mean, every time you go away, you're losing 400,000 elixir.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to like spend the 3-4 hours to just farm it up, and then drop it. And then what I've been doing is just dropping the rest into walls. All the gold I get, every bit of it, I'm just dropping into walls now.
Same here.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do any defensive upgrades until, like you said, all the elixir upgrades are done. So I'm a little further along on my elixir upgrades than you, but not by much. Just one army base. And I think I've got 1 gold. I do have my clan castle finished, which was nice.
Totally.
And
because that adds to your defense and also adds to your offense on your attacks.
right. Well, and I got my lab upgraded, and I just today dropped my level 3 hounds. I was really pushing to get that level 5 golem, but I couldn't get up to that 80,000. I just too many wars going on. So every time I got to 82, 83,000, I'd log off, and then I'd lose 4,000 or 3,000 elixir, and it was just killing me. So or dark
Yeah, I
elixir.
understand.
So I dropped and I'm still using mostly lava loons. So, you know, I thought, I'll do it because I'll be hitting more golems. But I mean, the way that Assassins is shaping up right now, I'm firmly in the middle of the Town Hall 9s. I'm not like, you know, one up from, or just one below, you know, a straight up Town Hall 11 or you know, a maxed out Town Hall 10 like I was. There's buffers now.
Nice.
So, you know, I mean, I think I'm 9.52, and I'm just going to go Lava Loon, and then I'll try to get golems, but I might just start messing with some of the other stuff. You know, like we don't have a lot of Valks, so I'd like to maybe think about doing that or something. But it's really hard to push that last bit to 80,000, I think.
Gotcha. What are your heroes at? Just curious.
One's I think my BK is at 18, and my AQ is at 15, so we're pretty much right on.
Okay.
Now, you're one, you know, when you get 20, you'll be definitely above me, but right now,
Okay.
they handle pretty much the same.
Cool. Well, hey, let's look at some attacks.
Yep, let's look at some taps. Oops. So here we go. War map. Go back to the results page. We can start from the bottom. And Fester, man, I'll tell you, the Town Hall 8s came through for us this game. I mean,
Oh, yeah?
I thought they did really well.
Yeah, anytime somebody can 3-star their own counterpart,
Whoa.
that's start the attack.
What's that?
Alright. That's a crumb. I was saying that, like, anytime somebody can 3-star their own number, that's great.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fantastic. So this is a good attack. This is a successful attack.
13,
The only
13.
thing is, it starts out really. I do not think that's a good way to start it out.
No. It's,
But
he's
plus
lucky.
he's carrying an earthquake spell when his entire army is air. It does not. It doesn't. It's not a good choice.
And a poison spell with dragons. I mean, it's useless because the dragon's not going to stop until he gets to the other dragons. And by the time he gets to the other dragons, it's going to be dead within, 2 blows? So, you know,
Yeah.
against dragons, an earthquake spell, or I mean, a poison spell is only good if it can soak in for, almost the entire spell.
Okay, so
If he's got dragons.
yeah.
This clan was weird. They didn't actually have dragons. So once we figured that out, their CCs were just dead. But
Now I have a question on his spells because I'm not familiar with. He's a Town Hall 8.
right.
He can't be a Town Hall 8 because he's got.
He's
is
got
one of those a clan castle spell? I don't.
yeah.
One of the earthquake or the other one is from his clan castle. Isn't there a little symbol that accompanies it when it's from the clan castle?
Well, when it's in your base, it is. But I don't know what it looks like from the replay perspective.
Okay.
Because he can't have a level 3 poison,
Okay.
even if he was Town Hall 9. Right?
He can. No, he can.
You can, or you can upgrade it to 3.
Yeah, I think I might even have mine to 4. I'm not sure. I've got mine maxed out, but
Let's see what he was. Let's just. So
Town
yeah,
Hall 8,
Town Hall 8.
and he's got a dark. He's got a dark thing.
He's got to have
Dark
it.
spell factory. So one of those has to be from his clan. Yes.
I don't remember
It's
how
only
to.
got capacity. It's only got capacity for 3 spell factory spells and 1 dark spell. So yeah.
Right. So anyway, back to the war. So he got the 3 stars. I mean, I'll tell you right now. Not only is that a bad start. I mean, it's a lazy start. You know, he's able to pull this off because he's got low air defenses, and this whole clan had low air defenses. So, I mean, what is that? Level 2?
Yep.
And these are maybe level 5.
And a 5. Yeah, they're 5.
So,
They're both 5.
and he's got the blower. I don't know what the blower is doing. I mean, I guess he's thinking that you're going to get an attack from the front. I mean, so that was a good call to move from the side. So let's watch it.
I'd like to point out, like, all right, so dragon attacks, you want to direct the troops. You want to funnel them.
Yeah.
And when you deploy them in one spot, they fan out in all directions,
Right.
and then they get killed.
Mm-hmm.
So the concept of a funnel, creating a funnel to direct the troops to normally the middle of the base, is an important concept in virtually every raid. And the way you do that is by killing a couple buildings on the side, on some wings, with a few initial deployments of troops, like 1 dragon at the very bottom and 1 dragon at the far left, and they'll kill like side buildings. And then once those are gone, then you put your main force down in between those 2, and then they will not fan to the side because those buildings won't exist, and they'll go straight into the base.
Yep.
Yeah, like you said, it's lazy to just like drop everything and pretty much like hope for the best.
Right. I mean, he's going to overpower it because they don't have air defense. But I mean, if he had 3 level 6 air defenses here, this would have been a disaster. So
Right.
I'm going to turn the. I don't want to hear all that sound of the. It was really loud, didn't you think? I'm going to turn
I
the
didn't notice.
sound effects. Maybe it's just in my ears.
It could be. I actually have it muted, so I don't know.
Yeah, the dragons coming out was like ridiculous. It was like, whoa. So
Okay.
let's go back in there.
Looks like you're gonna lava balloon someone.
Yeah. Well, I've been getting ready. We got a war. I was thinking we are going to do a war, so I was getting ready to give out more stuff. That's why I attacked so late, because I was just donating the whole time. So I'm working furiously to get my P.E.K.K.A.s up, because everybody in this clan wants a P.E.K.K.A. Which I wish we didn't.
Which is stupid.
Yeah, I know, believe me. But
I think P.E.K.K.A.s are like the most overrated troops, and I rate them really low, and I even think that's overrated. I'd rather have 25 goblins.
no.
Let's
Let's not get crazy.
Now,
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if this is better with the replay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I can do this now. So there we go. So the goblin, or the dragons, he rages weird. Not a good rage. We do notice that he doesn't have a dragon in the CC.
Yeah,
Why
the
did?
balloons in there on that air defense was cool.
But why didn't he have? Why didn't he use his poison earlier? I mean, what's he?
All right.
And I did it too
And
fast.
it just, you went too fast. But I mean, it kind of doesn't matter because he just kind of just puts
just-
dragons down and then rage spells wherever they happen to go. And there wasn't any thought behind it.
Nope.
There wasn't any real plan. It's just I'm gonna put some dragons on the bottom and some dragons on the top.
So the point of that critique there is just to say that, it was a good decision to use dragons against the base. It was a good decision to have balloons in the CC. The spell choices could have been better, and the planning to begin with could have been better to make this. Because I mean, look, he comes through this with what, 5 dragons, 2 balloons, and his BK.
Yeah.
And this is the lowest, so not the lowest base, but let's go back now. Let's go look at the Next of War event.
We're not going to look at everyone.
No, but I'd like to look at some of these successful
Gotta be
ones.
important ones.
So let's see.
Yeah.
So here's
Sounds
Shook
good.
attacks. Now this is probably a cool one to watch because I looked at this. Oh, that's very end of the raid. I'm like, why is this already here? So let's see. Do we want to watch? No, we don't want to watch him defend. 10%. He didn't even. He must have got DC'd or something.
I don't think many of the enemies' attacks are going to be worth watching because they, for one thing, a lot of them use giants, and you should just like giants do not belong in war except for perhaps to use one to pull a CC.
Right.
A giant's good to pull a CC if it's going to be in range because he will take damage from like 10 defenses before he dies, and he'll sit there long enough to pull out every single archer or whatever they may have. If they've got like individual units in that clan castle, he'll sit there long enough to pull it all out.
Which these all do, which makes it a
That's-
little bit trickier,
Yeah.
like you said. So let's see his spell choices now. He's throwing in a freeze, which is completely unnecessary against Town Hall 8, but he did it. Once again, poison, which is not a great call, but he does have the haste. And I think he's got the haste because I gave him the haste. So I've been forcing haste and forcing loons on anybody. So that's just me. I don't know why he's got 10. I guess he must be,
He's got 210 supply,
yeah, he's Town Hall 9.
Town Hall 9, and he's got half his camps upgraded.
Right. So instead of putting in a couple extra loons, he's putting in a couple of extra or 10 extra archers, which is, I mean, maybe clean up troops.
Before you hit play, look at the base and say you're going to dragon raid it.
Right.
What's your angle of attack?
Here's the blower.
What direction would you come from? Yep.
So you look at the
There
blower.
are the two and the air defenses.
Right, and the 2 air
Right
defenses right here. So you want to hit from this side. So you'd want to drop a dragon here, 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 the rest of them here. Then you would rage right here,
Totally.
and you would then, as soon as these ADs, you'd wait for these ADs to hit, start firing, drop your first rage, pushes your dragons through. You could even then just drop your CC because it's such a straight line and there's not a lot to bring you off to the side here. Drop your CCs before these go down too, because then they're going to lock on. Get them in through the rage. They'll come through. By the time they get here, these should be dead. Rage again right here. Those balloons should go boom, 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 boom. And even if they don't get this last one, the dragon should have chewed through the CC and they would be able to get there. So this is
I agree.
super simple.
I totally agree. Yeah.
And the blower is the key on a Town Hall 8. Blower is super key because if you don't take care of the blower, it'll kill your base. You'll kill your attack because your dragons will go everywhere.
Well, and dragons are really slow to begin with. So
Yep.
when they get pushed,
They don't recover.
I guess balloons, same thing. I mean, it just takes them a long time to come back.
Well, the thing about a dragon is that when it gets pushed, it'll lock onto a new target, and they'll lock onto anything.
Yeah.
So while you're locked on right here to your AD, the blower pushes him off. Now he's hitting the mortar instead of going back. At least the loons will hit
That's
defenses.
a really good point. Yeah.
So let's just
All right, let's see
watch
what he
this.
does.
Yep, let's see what he does. Not a bad angle. Not bad. Who is this? Lit. Okay, Lit. That was good. And he's taking his time here, which I don't agree with. I don't see a reason for it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's now one dragon's dead for no good reason. He's got his CC way early, but see, now he waited for the 80 to fire. That's good for his rage. But he's got these dragons up here taking a break. Now, there's a freeze. Can't argue with that. I mean, it worked, right?
It worked. Yeah. A rage would have been probably even better.
Right.
All right. So look, stop it. Like he's 39% into the base, and he was even less before that. But now all his spells are gone.
Yep.
His spells are toast. And like that air defense is dead now. The one that he froze.
Yep.
So like it didn't actually, the freeze didn't matter so much.
Well, it get the
if
CC is what happened. If you roll it back,
Yeah, okay. Well, you can't roll it. Okay.
Yeah.
But it kept the CC from being deployed. Is that what you're saying?
no, it was deployed and they were all there, and it was a bunch of wizards, and they were gonna smoke these dragons.
Got it.
So he froze them,
Okay.
and then the dragons came in. So that wasn't. I mean, I agree that it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible because
But it worked out.
of the way. Well, it doesn't. He only gets 2 stars on this attack. So you can see right here what's going on is that he's only got 2 dragons that are locked on the town hall. The rest of them are coming down here on this. Now, these elixir storages are like dragon's death, because they'll sit there and chew on that for way longer than you think they should. So they're going to sit here. This AD is going to pick them all off. These dragons are going to kill the town hall. They're going to come over here, and then this AD is going to pick these off. And this one, these 2 that are left up here are going to these 3 are going to maybe get enough to get the 2nd star. But then this AD right here is just going to kill them as it goes. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just going to be stupid.
And that's why the funnel. That's why
Yeah.
the funnel to start with, because they'd be going to the center, and like you have 2 at the top that are just going to get picked off by that
Yep.
defense, like you said. And 2, well, there were 3. Now there are 2 at the bottom, just shooting stuff.
Well, and they get stuck on these storages. You have to understand that the storages will just take a dragon and make it sit there. And even the BK, I mean, look at that. And then these
Well, and the
Archers.
archers were deployed from all the way across the map. Now they're shooting a wall.
yeah.
They're not going to make any difference. They must be going after that American flag. They're not patriotic.
They're trying to defend it. Well, anyway, I mean, this wasn't. I mean, to me, this was at least somewhat thought out with the blower. But I mean, I don't want to like. I mean, we're not trying to like make people feel bad or
Yeah.
say people are stupid. We're really not. I mean, we're just saying that there's some really basic fundamentals of dragon attacks that you could have applied, and this base would have been toast. And it
Yeah.
would have, like I say all the time. I mean, why do you spend all the loot and all the time and then just, don't do the simple things that you could do? I mean, so the first thing is take 4 rages. Why not? The second thing
Yep.
is take 2 hastes, because hastes and dragons and balloons, all of that is totally complementary. You didn't even use the poison. Make sure you have loons in the CC. That was good. You got archers. Archers are not helpful in this raid either. 2 more loons, even if they're level 5, would have been way more helpful. And the thing about the BK is let's just watch this one more time, because one thing about the BK with the Dragon Raid, and let's just speed it up just a little bit, is it can be helpful on these sorts of archer towers that are sitting out here on the ends, and a wizard
Yeah,
tower.
before they start targeting dragons, drop the BK so they target him instead.
Yep. And that can tank you just enough to get that extra bit if that's all that's left, or one of these things.
Oh, dude, those wizards were dead before the
Were they?
respell.
Okay. I just saw they were in that space.
Yeah.
So, where's his BK? He's still holding it, which isn't bad. So, he sees what's going on. I would deploy the BK, maybe if he can kill it. See, now that was I don't understand the logic behind it, but
Yeah.
he does come in here, but the dragon's already targeted him. See, if he would have dropped the BK here, the wizard tower would have, or the archer tower would have targeted the BK, and then the dragons could have killed it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, on my attacks, there's plenty of things to pick apart every time, even the ones that are successful. So,
Yeah, so don't take, or anyone we talk about, don't take offense to it.
Yeah.
'cause, like, yeah, we could get the same level of criticism. It's not an easy game,
yep.
and it's just not.
Let's see. I know.
And it's a lot. It's really easy to look at things in hindsight and say what. went
Totally.
wrong.
Totally.
So yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times, I've looked at my things and gone, what the hell was I thinking? So many
I
times.
can't tell you how many times I've like yelled at people for like not getting 3 stars in their attacks, and then gone on to like do my own attacks, toward the end of the war and get like 1 star.
Or even worse, like talk complete shit about somebody that hits a base and then you hit the same base and you're like, here, watch this, and then you get like less of a score than they did. You're like, oh, I'm an idiot.
I've never done that.
Oh, I've done that so much. Well, I've done it with Acid Snake. You know, he was like a Town Hall 7, so I would always be talking shit on the Town Hall 8s. I'm like, look, I'm a Town Hall 7. I'm gonna go kill that base you fucked up on, and then, well, I got the same as you, but I only had level 2 dragons. It was still pretty good, you know.
All right,
But,
let's keep this thing moving. I don't think anyone's gonna want to watch a 20-minute video, but I think we're probably already at like 15 minutes.
All
Feels
right,
that way anyway.
probably more like 20. So this is an interesting attack. It's a Town Hall 7 type attack. He kills one of the ADs with lightning. I mean, that's what you do at Town Hall 7 when you've only got 2. You still got to deal with 2 here. He does spread out his dragons a little bit. Now, if he drops the rest right here, because I think this is a successful attack for Bim.
I think it's a 3-star attack.
Yeah. So let's see what he does with the rest of his dragons. Yeah, well, he dropped them towards the middle. And he did use his poison. He brought a poison and he used it. That was good. But he's out of spells now, like you said. We're at, what are we? 40% in.
40%.
And he's
40%. There's an air defense about to go down, and then he's got that other one, which...
We'll see how he does. Oh, there goes our buddies, the loons. Now that's going to be the hero loons. They're going because they've only got one thing to hit, and then they'll be right in there.
Totally.
Oh, they got that Tesla popped up.
But they're still...
Oh, they got it just by the hair, man.
And that's it. Yeah.
Not a bad showing.
All right. So that's why balloons are great.
But that was a little bit more of a funnel. I still would have liked to have seen a little more structure on that funnel. And I would have really liked to have seen maybe even backdoor. Let's just, when this goes through. One of the tricks you can do with this sort of a base that's so close to the edge is if you would have dropped your rage right here and your CC right here, it would have just gone straight in there and targeted that. And if you wait until your dragons are closer up to here and wait till these start firing, those loons would have come in completely clean or just
or even a haste. He's got an earthquake spell.
Yeah, earthquakes are weird for this. Well, I don't know. I think he uses the earthquake. No, the earthquake he uses really good. He uses the earthquake to shake the AD first, and then only 2 lightnings kill it instead of 3. So that way he gets a rage spell.
Oh, is that so?
Watch him. You can watch it. He'll shake it first. Well, he should have shaked it first. Just so you know, Bim, if you shake it first, it takes a percentage out. So that worked because it's so low at like a level 4 or level 5, but you can actually kill a level 6 air defense that way if you shake first because it's a percentage. So like the shake takes 20%.
Oh.
So it'll take 20% off the top, and then your lightnings can hit for what the full blow is. Where if you do it that way, yeah, it took 20% of a much lower, and it was almost dead. So just something to think about is always earthquake first, lightning second. Yeah, who was doing
Like
that?
the patience though with the clan castle. He knew the dragons were gonna. Oh, he poisoned it. Okay.
Yeah, he used what was those wizards. So he had the poison out, and that's really great against wizards.
Yeah, he didn't freak out when the clan castle started hitting a couple dragons.
Right, and the AD started to hit, and he let it get close enough so that when the rage came in,
Rage spell.
Yep.
He dropped that rage spell really well, where it caught the edge of the dragons.
Yep.
He didn't put it on the dragons. He put it into the path of the dragons. That's another. That's a great placement of the spell.
The only thing is that if you're going to put your CC, way over here, you might as well have tried to put it as close as you could here, because maybe you could have caught that rage and that would have flipped them in, or maybe the rage could have been just up just a little bit more, and you could have caught the edge of that with your loons to come in too. I mean, we didn't know this Tesla was here, but something to think about is that you can always leverage the spells for both the loons and the rage, and the
that's
dragons.
One of the weird quirky things that when the base is 50% dead, the Teslas automatically pop up.
Does it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, stop it. See that one there?
Yeah, I
right
see
there.
it. Now that you say
There's
it,
that
I
one over
understand. Huh, funny. But see, look how close that loon was, man. It was
Yeah.
that Tesla killed
It
it.
It may have
When it
taken out
died.
that air defense. Yeah, when it died. He's a hero.
All right, so we saw that one enough. Let's see. I want to see one of the attacks I want to see is Naru, because I spent a lot of time with Naru teaching him dragons, and Matt did as well. So let's see. He had some hard attacks this war because he's a Town Hall 8. I think he had one. No, he didn't. He had attack too high up. He was too late coming in. All right, so we did enough dragons. We'll do more dragons later. Let's talk Lavaloon, because I noticed that Viper did Lavaloon. So let's watch her attack here on Yozilla. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Town Hall 9 Expos are set to ground.
Which is
He's got-
perfect.
He's got 4 air defenses. One of them is super vulnerable.
Right. So the first thing you think about this, though, is that it's not what you would call a what do you call it? When they're the same on both sides.
Symmetric or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's not a symmetric base. So it's not great for Lavaloons for that,
Yeah.
because of this weirdness up here. But at least he do have like somewhat of a symmetrical attack with
Yeah.
if you look between these two. So if you're going to attack this kind of base, either attack it from here to get this, or here to get this, or here to get this. But you got this extra. So you want to hit it so that your Lavaloons are kind of like, or your lava hounds are on each side.
Before you start it, what do you think about the army composition?
Ooh, well, you're going 3 hounds. Well, this isn't bad because these are such low ADs. So they know that this is probably not going to pop those lava hounds too quickly. Extra balloons are good. Now, if I had extra balloons like that, first thing I do would be kill this AD. General rule of thumb is always take 1 more lava hound than you have air defense. So you got 4 air defense. You should take 5 lava balloons. If you kill one, you can easily take 4 because you've got 3, and then you've got 1 more, which is 4. So that's the rule of thumb. Now, she could have killed this also with her heroes. You could have come in with the heroes, dropped the queen out here. This guy would have jumped out, dropped your king, killed him, kind of pounded through this, and probably killed that with your hero too if you wanted to, or just
You don't think they'd walk around the base?
The hero?
The queen, if the queen were to hit the gold mine and then hit that lab, she would then target the air defense. Yeah.
so if you dropped your queen like right about here.
Yep.
Go here,
She'd
here.
Kill that, hit the lab, hit the air defense, probably.
I mean, you could do it that way. I mean, that's not a bad way to do it. It would be better if that was the queen instead of the king right there, because you don't really care about the king in a lava balloon attack. Where's the queen? That's the first
Middle.
the first things you want to look at are expos. No big deal. They're cool because they're set to ground. The queen, she's going to be hard to kill in here, so you have to understand that you're not going to be able to just like dismiss this. But if you can knock this extra, that's what I would do. Knock this AD out right here because you have to draw the CC anyway. It'd be a perfect draw. Put a haste right here. Now, once again, she's only got 1 haste. She's got a poison. It happens to be a good call for these bases, so I don't know if everybody thought of that or if they just use it out of, reflex. Do you know? Do most people use poison?
Poison's common.
Yeah.
Poison's common in the clan.
I almost never use poison with a dragon attack or a lava balloon because they're just too fast. When you got golems and stuff, then yeah, you can do it.
And I want to make a comment. Reason why you pointed out the queen is because in a lava balloon attack, you want to kill the queen as quickly as possible because she's gonna kill the balloons, but she gets killed by the pups after the lava hound dies. She's usually always by an air defense, so you put the lava hounds, usually 2 of them, on the air defense that's close to the queen, and when it dies, it blows up. The pups come out, and they notice that they're being attacked by a hero and will automatically target the hero.
And you got to rage them.
All the structures.
So you rage right on top of the queen.
Or rage, yeah. You use your rages not to get the balloons in there to kill stuff, but you rage the lava hounds and the pups that will kill the queen.
So that's the first things you do is you check the air defenses, you check you can look at the expos. I mean, it really won't matter because you can't change it if they are to air, but you know that they're not going to be, when you're doing your army composition, 3 is fine. But if you can kill this, then 3 is actually within what they would recommend. And let's see what she does.
Because there's probably one in the clan castle too.
Well, yeah.
She's probably got a hound in the clan castle.
I know she does because I gave it to her. And I think I gave her this haste too. So
good. Oh, that's awesome.
Yep, that's perfect. And she used
That's
4 balloons. Oh, that's too many. She could have done it with 3, even 2, because there's really nothing hitting. So now she's got this poison.
It's easy.
Hopefully she stops and uses the poison on that. So you stop, drop your poison. There you go. All right.
Perfect.
Super quick. They're all dead. So now you don't have to worry about those wizards. So now drop over here, please. 2. Oh, all right. So we're going from up top, and she drops them all. Oh, I saw this attack. Yeah, she drops all of hers on 1. Now that's okay, but if you do that, you should drop all of your balloons behind them, all right here, right? Nothing over here. So every balloon, but look, she drops a ton. So stop right here, right? All of these balloons, guess where they're going to go? Right here and right here. So all of these balloons that she spread out all the way here, I think she spread them out to like right here. They're going to go right here and right here. So they're all going to clump together. Luckily, they're going to hide behind these lava hounds. But,
yeah.
She's got 4 lava hounds right there. So she rages. Now,
And the rage is at this point not useful. It looked like the intent there was a haste
Yeah.
on the balloons. The effect of a haste to get them into the base, which is totally what you want. But a haste spell would have been more efficient.
well, and she's got this heal, which, again, just like with dragons, I mean, yeah, it is balloons, and yeah, heals are somewhat effective with balloons. I mean, it's so fast moving of an attack if you do it right that they'll never sit in a heal. So let's see what happens. Oh, there was one little weird wizard that stayed out, which we didn't see. So now they're spreading out a little bit, which is good.
And look at the pups target the queen.
Right. So if she would have had a rage right here, these pups would have all killed that queen super fast.
I'd also mention that her heroes could be out
Yeah.
and killing stuff by now.
There they go.
All right, here they come. All right, cool.
But the good news is at this point, she's killed all the air defenses. She's got a ton of balloons. She's got these, and they're right.
Yeah.
All the balloons are behind these pups. These pups are behind the balloons. So at that point, boom, it's done, and it worked. And she's still got 1 hound out here, which is good.
Damn, she's got a lot left over.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out really well. I'm just, in general though, I would have said, split your hounds. A couple on this one, a couple on this one. You could have then shielded a lot more balloons. You could have spread your spread down a lot further so that they would have gone in and killed these directly instead of bunching up and going down. And the same with this. You could have actually saved 4 until you got here, and then you could have dropped some down here, which would have come up. But I mean, these are all nitpicky things. It worked out good.
Nitpicky, yeah.
I mean,
Totally. Great raid, 3 stars.
great raid, 3 stars. All right. Let's see. So let's see something here. So that was Killer KP. Let's see who Killer KP. Bim. Okay, so Chesty. So let's watch Chesty's attack and then let's watch my attack on the same base because we both did the same attack.
All right.
He's a Town Hall 11, and I'm a Town Hall 10, but really Town Hall just turned 9. Or just turned 10 from 9. So, let's see his army composition. 4 maxed out hounds.
And probably 1 in the CC.
So 5. 23 balloons. Awesome. He's got this little dude. He's got, heroes aren't great, but they've got their things. I don't know. To me, I mean, he's got this because he's going to have these Inferno towers. I mean, I'm not a big fan still of the level 1 freeze, but
Yeah, well, I don't know enough about attacking Town Hall 10s. The fact that they're on single target, the Inferno towers are on single target, does that factor into any of the decision making in this at all?
oh, it's perfect for Lava Loon.
Oh,
Single target is like Lava Loon. You just if you see a single target on an Inferno, I mean, pretty much they're not even useful in the attack.
Dude, look at these air defenses. You can haste in balloons and just kill the air defenses.
Well, watch my attack.
All right.
So, all right, let's just walk through this a little bit.
One expo sent
So
to
I don't know
ground,
why-
One expo sent to air.
And I don't know why he does this. He just drops his lightning in the middle for some reason, and maybe it was a misclick. I mean, maybe that's what it was. I mean, we can't really tell, but it didn't do a
I
lot.
thought it was a freeze spell. It wasn't a freeze spell.
But he hasn't even attacked
it was
yet.
a lightning.
Why would he
No, it was
freeze?
lightning.
Oh, yeah, we thought it was
Lightning-
freeze.
Lightning doesn't belong in any attack.
Well, that
unless,
lightning
like,
could have been
Town
useful.
Hall 7 or whatever.
He could have used that to kill the CC, maybe. But he's
But
got
he's got
poison. Yeah. Anyway, so here again, right, we've got 3 lava hounds. Now, what he did there wasn't bad because he put them spread out, which means if there was bombs over here, they might trigger the bombs, which isn't a bad idea. I mean, you can't argue with that. But right here, drop your poison. You see all that stuff coming at you? So let's see how long it takes him. No poison yet.
Oh,
Now,
way too long. Poison should have been the first thing instead of those balloons.
well, and now this single, right, did kill one of his lava loons. Boom, real quick.
And now it's targeting the pups, which is
Right.
all right.
That's what I'm trying to say about it's great. Now, he's got all these loons coming in. He's got a haste sitting here. Use it, right?
Or in a rage.
Well, I
Or
mean,
rages.
but I mean, he's got all these hastes that like we said before, they're not real useful for the rages out here. I mean, he could rage right here.
Totally, because there's a lot of defenses sitting there that
Right.
the balloons would go one to the next.
But if he would have hasted right here,
Yeah, they'd all get in really quick.
yeah,
There won't be a better use for that spell.
right. So there you go. Now we raged up, which is good. We said he should rage there. This is good. These things are all coming in for rages now. Okay, it's good. His lava hound stayed alive. But once again, look, they're all clumped up together. So now all your lava hounds are here, right? Which is supposed to draw the fire from your balloons, but they're all over here
Balloons
vulnerable.
on the left are gonna just get killed.
Well, even these everything, every one of these is going to get attacked because the lava balloon needs to stay in front, like here. So he didn't path out right. So if he would have dropped 2 here and 2 here, and dropped his balloons here and dropped his balloons here, then they would have stayed behind him until they got to them, blew them up, and then they would have gone down to these. It's perfect setup.
Right. Pause it. All right. Just one other point. The queen on the left is now just hitting balloons, killing everything.
Right.
She could be killed easily by the heroes to start the fight.
Totally.
Well, not necessarily. After the CC was dispatched or CC gotten rid of, the heroes should have gotten the queen
Yep.
right there.
And like,
It's like a dream right there to have the queen on the outside of the base, just like
perfect.
vulnerable as all hell.
You just drop your king on him and rage him, and he kills her instantly.
The king would just kill her, yeah.
Well, and the thing is we talked about this before about the angle of attack. So if you would have done that, then the attack should have come from this way, because that would have protected your queen.
Yeah, there was a blower right behind the queen. It's dead now.
Yeah, but you can't mess with
in that little square.
blowers. There's 2 blowers in the base. I mean, unless they're really, really poorly placed, like this is not a great blower. They're not going to.
Yeah,
they're not going to. They're not going to mess up the attack. I mean, a lava balloon attack, a blower is it's not like a dragon attack, because you don't know how these pups are going to come out. I mean, it's so chaotic.
Agreed. I agree.
So anyway, she's collecting this whole side here is completely wiped out now. When we paused it, there was 15 balloons in here. 1 second later, it's all dead. And he got no spells. He's got 2
I think
ADs.
I don't even know what that new hero really does.
He's
Oh,
supposed
man,
to heal
he
your
can fly over
heroes.
walls?
Well, and he'll heal the heroes.
Okay, so he should come in a lot sooner. If coming a lot sooner. If that's what he does. Or maybe from the other side at a different angle or something.
Well, the king is keeping alive. He kept the king alive pretty good. But now what's he doing? See, now he got nothing to do. Now he's tanking. Well, anyway,
All right.
a few tweaks.
So it's over.
Yep. So let's see what I did now. Now I saw that attack, so I have an advantage, you know.
Totally.
But
I want to see what you do about those air defenses.
so here we go. I always fit fast
All
forward.
right, so stop. What
Okay.
do you come in with? You got
come up-
5 hounds,
Yep.
17 balloons.
Well, I had 20 because I just dropped 3.
All right. Yeah. I thought
So I've
that
got a
was
level
your count.
5 queen, a level
4
13
rage.
king, 4 rage.
Okay, you've got the.
I got a poison
Good
because
stuff.
you guys gave me a poison, and I knew there was.
It's only level 1.
It's my poison.
Oh no,
It was my
It's-
poison because I knew that there was only wizards in that tower because I saw it.
and it works. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So here they come in, right? So I get the wizards out. I kill the air defense. So right now, like what we talked about, right? I'm already 1 up. I've got 5 hounds, and I've only got 3 air defenses now.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how come I can take care of these Inferno towers. Because now I don't have to worry about 1 air defense. So I've got an extra hound to just kind of hang out. So, and I also killed some stuff here. I forget what it was.
That's nice. You're fast with your movements. You know exactly what you're doing. You have a plan, and like you didn't delay. You had that
Poison
that's
ready.
to go.
Yep. So there we go. So now I come in 2 hounds here, and then I'm going to come in probably 2 hounds here. Once again, like I said, I like to come in flat so that I've got, you know, a good way to cover the base to come straight up from the bottom. Oh, see, there you go. Like you said, I dropped my king because I see the queen sitting
yeah,
right here, and I
nice.
dropped my queen too to cover him a little bit because I know there's going to be some other fire. But see, the lava loons are going to draw the fire of those towers, so they're not going to kill my king real quick. Whereas if I would have waited and killed the king first, this archer tower here would have targeted my king and not the lava hounds. So look how my king just stands there. He actually doesn't even kill the queen. It's my queen that kills him. So there we go. So I'm covered here now. I'm totally set. I've got this air defense right here. It's fine.
You got more balloons on the right coming. Yeah.
And look, everything's covered by these lava hounds. Nothing's even taking any damage.
No.
Oh, I did miss. Oh, and you know, and I was mad about
I was
that.
just about to say you got a whole bunch of you got all your spells ready to go, and
I
here you go,
misclicked my rage, but I dropped the other 2 decent. And look at,
Yeah.
so I'm getting targeted by a single on this hound, which is good because I've got too many hounds. I got to get him to pop. Only got 1 air defense left, and nothing's popped. So it's actually good. Pops it there. Now, like you said before, they're going to start targeting the pups. They're going to start targeting balloons, and it takes them a while to take out a balloon. And meanwhile, my queen still got her power. And
Well,
then
there was one of the Infernal Towers on the Lava Hound, but he went out of range.
But even then, it wouldn't have mattered because I've got 2 sitting on top of this AD up here.
I know.
And if I would have had my other rage, I would have raged right in the middle, and it would have been fine.
You got Lava Hound. All right, he just went.
So at this point, it's dead.
And you still have a Lava Hound.
Yeah, I got a lava hound, a bunch of balloons. I mean, that lava hound's almost perfect. It's my level
like
3.
30 puffs flying around.
Yeah. And my queen still got her power. And my
I
king's
think
still
people
alive.
Probably realize that Lava Hounds don't even really do any damage. The pups do a lot of damage
Heck yeah.
if they're permitted to live. The Lava Hound just kind of like takes the fire.
But I mean, that's pretty good,
It's
right?
nice to see. Yeah, nice to see a battle end in the middle of base too, and not like on some builder hut off in a corner.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's the difference between a thought out lava loon and then just saying, well, I've got the army composition and I'm just going to drop it, you know. Just a little bit of here and a little bit there. It makes a big difference. And mine was not nearly as strong. I only had level 2 hounds. I didn't have level 3 hounds.
All right, should we wrap this up, or are there
Yeah.
any others you want to show?
What do you want to see in yours? You want to see this one here against Mike?
No, those are garbage. I didn't have my spell factory this battle, so
I really-
just kind of just threw it all together.
I really wish I would have. I had this one planned out. I was going to do it, but I ran out of time to get my army together. But this number 4, I mean, look at this.
Well, you showed me that graphic.
Yeah.
You want to pull that up?
Uh,
Your plan.
I-
Just go into Discord. Go into our chat on Discord and pull up.
but I can't do it. I can't display it. Oh, I guess I can if it's in here. Yeah, we can do it in here.
Well, it's showing your screen, right?
Well, it'll show as long as I go to the Discord that's here.
Well, I'll look at the stream and see. Yeah, it's happening on the
Yeah, but I've got Discord. I had to install it within BlueStacks.
Oh, amazing. Piece of dip.
So, what I was hoping was that we would have a chance to do this, but this was kind of what you call a, they call this a shattered attack, which is 2 golems. And what it does is you use 2 golems to try to take out at least 2 of the air defenses. And then you also try to, have a couple of hounds. Now this one I was going to try to do with just 1 hound. And when I drew it out, I put some of these extra loons at the top. And really when I thought about it, since we're killing so many of these defenses, they really should have come in down here more towards the bottom. But anyway, the idea behind it is I've got this thing on the top.
Yeah, what is that? It's kind of
just-
annoying.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. What? That's fine.
Yeah.
I can see through it.
So what I wanted to do on this one was drop 3 loons at the top and try to take out all 3 of these. Maybe only get 2 of them, but use a haste spell, 3 loons, try to get as much of this damage as you can, and then also pull the CC out. Pull the CC out, kill the poison. I brought 2 poison, I was saying, because it could be a dragon. You can kill a dragon with 2 poisons or just with 1, because I didn't want to use my queen for it. So, and I think you didn't have a queen, right? Or do you?
I had a queen.
Oh,
I
okay.
I did have a queen, yeah.
I thought you didn't have a queen, so I was like, well, we got to kill the CC without a queen. So we brought an extra poison, which would have been better to have a haste. But so that's what this was kind of, this circle here was saying, here's a haste spell. Then drop, because Kirkle didn't have any regular spells, we were going to try to do it with just dark spells. So Earthquake here, or maybe even right on top of this. I wasn't sure if you want to open up this or if you just want to open up this. I was going to talk to you about it. But open up either this whole area here or open up this whole area here. Drop your golems, and then also drop another haste, or not another haste. Let the golems kind of work their way up into this area. And I'm not sure if OBS is streaming the mouse, so I apologize if it's not. But have the golems work their way through the base here a little bit. Drop some whiz, and it says 10, but not all
No,
at
it's
once.
Not streaming the mouse. It's not.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
I have to just click a button, but I clicked it off. But anyway,
Doesn't matter.
yeah, the 10 whiz, are kind of like you can use them as you
See
need
your
them.
crazy strategy.
Yeah. Come in with the whiz, with the golems backing them up. Drop your BK to kill the queen again, because it's sitting right here. And then attack from this side. Now, while that's all kind of set up, then you drop your hound back up here at the top. It's going to target straight to this AD, because it's the only AD in the area. It's going to draw the fire, and then you can get your loons in, and hopefully haste from down there. Also, you could use 3 loons and haste to kill this bottom AD. So the idea is that you hope that you can get, out of 14 loons or 11 loons that are left, maybe 7 or 8 through, and keep a haste or 2 to get him through to the middle and try to take this stuff out. I mean, it's a tall order, but that's the kind of thinking that you want to have with these bases that put the ADs on the outside. It's an open invitation to use loons and just pop them and then run in there.
Yeah.
With rages, we could have done this easy.
Surgical.
Yeah, a surgical strike. But all right, well, successful war. Hopefully we have more of these successful wars.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna start one tomorrow.
Yeah. So what time should we start? About 8 o'clock.
Yeah, start in the evening. Yeah. All right, so let's just talk a little bit about the ideas concerning war. Like it came up recently that it was inconvenient for somebody's schedule to have war start or end at a certain time, and I think trying to cater to people, like individual people's schedules, is a waste of time because, first of all, minimally there are 10 people in a war.
Yeah.
So if you have 4 people with schedule preferences, it gets too hairy, and we're going to have more than 10 people wars. We're going to have 15, 20, and maybe even more.
Right.
So you can't do that. You just can't do that. So I don't think we should bother with trying to cater to schedules.
Well, I agree. I do think that there's a certain amount of like, most of us are, able to focus in the evening.
Yeah.
So those wars were ending in like 2 in the afternoon or something because I just started it for no good reason because it was the holiday. It was like Martin Luther King Day. I was sitting at home. I'd started it. So I think, sometime between 6 and 8 in the evening, my time, or, is going to be good. I think I'm 2 behind you. So at least, people have the chance to get in, get settled, and then if they want to make their last attack before the end of the war, they can. So.
Yeah, there's a good part of our clan that is in the central time zone.
Right, and I'm mountain.
Central time zone. Right, so you're just 1 hour away.
Yeah.
Unless you're in one of those areas that don't observe daylight savings,
Which I am.
which I don't think this is daylight savings right now anyway.
Well, it's
Daylight
10 o'clock right
savings
now.
starts
What
in the spring?
is it? Midnight on your place?
Right now it's 11.
Okay, so it's 10 here. It's 11 there.
Yeah, all right, fine. So there's a plus, there's 24 hours to war in, and
Right.
no matter when the war starts or ends, you're going to be on a commute.
Yep.
No matter what.
No, I get it.
It's just that simple.
But people like to get to the end, and
Yeah.
so
Dude, totally.
So
I
I
like
just-
to get to the end.
yeah.
I attack at the end, but I'll gem my shit out if I have to. Get my attacks in. And I did today. I had to boost every barracks. I boosted every dark barracks. I boosted my dark spell factory. I boosted my heroes to get them all prepared to do my last really fucking awful raid, which I got no stars on. It was just garbage, total garbage. Next time I'll spell factory and I'll feel a little better.
well, just as an example too. I was getting off work, and I'm like, well, I can either attack now with what I have, or I can wait and then get home and then have like 10 minutes to do it. So I just said, to hell with it. I got to start off at Town Hall 8. Easy. I'm like, I'm just going to get a star.
Yeah.
But we ended up winning. So
Yeah, we won. We won. I don't know. I shouldn't say. I was about to say we won because the other clan was so bad. That's probably not true.
No,
we did actually have a lot of good attacks.
We did
got
have
a lot of
good-
stars. We
we
did a
did.
great job.
we had less attacks than them by far.
Yeah.
I mean, we had like what?
Did we?
Yeah. Well,
I'm
we
not sure about that.
at the end we ended up attacking, but like throughout the whole war, they were like 4 or 5 attacks ahead of us. Yeah, we ended up having more at the end, but if you look at the what do you do here? You go war events. I mean, we had like what? Look at that. Almost all these attacks 2 hours before the end. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5,
right. We
6,
were really active at the
7,
end.
8, 9, 10 attacks within the last hour and a half. So, good stuff though.
Hot and heavy. I wonder if they thought that they were maybe gonna pull it off, and then they got rolled at the end.
I don't know. They
I'd
didn't.
like to think so.
Well, they didn't because all their big hitters hit in the very beginning. That's why they even had the stars they did. They knew they were in trouble. So look,
Dude, their number 1 hit our 13.
well look, it's number 6, number 2, number 3, number 8, number 5, number 4, number 3, and that's all within like the first 3 hours of the war.
Later on, I want you to tell me about. You told me about a war where the number 1 hit the lowest bases
Yeah.
immediately. How did that work? Did you guys win that war?
Yeah, we ended up winning bad. We crushed them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, man. Well,
He probably was pissed at his clan. But anyway.
No, I think he just was. I think he was just so sure they were going to win because he was Town Hall 11, and he had like 3 Town Hall 10s that were rushed, and all we had were Town Hall 9s. But I went in, and I think I almost 2-starred the Town Hall 11 with my Town Hall 9, and I 3-starred his Town Hall. The second one is Town Hall 10. So it was pretty funny. Yeah, they were like so rushed. But I mean, even with the rush, man, it's hard as a Town Hall 9 to get through that eagle. I think it's still a beast.
Yeah, I believe it. All right, so last words. Daniel, if you're watching this, don't miss your attacks.
Yeah, for sure, Daniel. We could have used you. We could have easily had 40 points. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. And like I said, don't take offense to anything.
I'd like to have another last word. It wasn't all just like to rip on Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel's great.
No, definitely. And he said he was sorry.
Hopefully, yeah. No, he's definitely sorry, and he's definitely cool. Hopefully, we can all get better and have better attacks and have many, many wins.
Definitely. We'd love to sit here and talk about, perfect lava loon, perfect, even perfect go wipe, man. I mean, go wipe can go well if you really plan it, but it takes a lot of skill and a lot of planning.
Yes, go wipe. I think go wipe's overrated.
I know.
Pekkas, and they're overrated.
My point is that even if you're stuck on a go wipe and you want to use a go wipe and you've got everything built for a go wipe, it can be successful for 3 stars if you plan it right. And if you,
according to my theory, I presented earlier in the video, I would like to try a strategy called a Go Why Go, which is golems, wizards, and goblins. I think it would be more effective having goblins and Pekkas. So it's a go.
a go gee. What is it? A go wee.
We go.
We go. There you go. Well, if you can do it, man.
Hopefully, we get 2 involved in some wars, and we get 2 involved in some of these videos, because that guy is a fucking madman.
Yeah,
He's a strategist.
He is. All right. I got to go do stuff, so we're cool. We'll stop this. I'll post it up to YouTube, and I'll give you a link.
Awesome, Marshall.
All right, man.
Have a
Talk
good
to you
night,
later.
man.
You too.
All right.
Okay, bye.